Hello and welcome to Living the Villas, the new YouTube channel we have been going with for a long time, and now we have episode 1. I'm Erik.
I'm Cathrine.
We are Danish. We are normally living in Copenhagen, but we just moved to Italy. And that's why we're doing this in English, of course, to get so many subscribers from all over the world. That's why we're going to do this in English. In this episode, we're going to tell you a little bit about our idea with our life. It's a kind of an experiment where we're going to live another way of living.
We wanted to tread out of the treadmill, step out of the treadmill, and because of stress, because we wanted to get more out of our life while we can. Not that we are about to die, hopefully, but you know.
We like to do this experiment and said goodbye to our, now there's a B in front of the lens, we said goodbye to our normal jobs in Copenhagen and sold our apartment, and now we're gonna live another life, and hopefully it can be an inspiration for many people, because we know, I'm 58, I know that you start working and you have a career and your person and personality, that is your life, and that is how your friends and everyone see you. So our idea is, our experiment is to do it in another way.
Yeah, so as Erik said, we sold everything we had in Copenhagen, and we had our houses, we still have them, which are our main income. We have 3 guest houses, and we do a lot of maintenance and paying people to do the maintenance. But actually we do like doing these things ourselves. So now, instead of paying other people, start paying tax, paying other people, and so on. We want to do that ourselves out of the season, and in the main season, when we have guests in the house, we're going to live on a boat.
So let's tell you a little bit about ourselves. But first, I would love to say this is edition 1 of the YouTube channel, Living the Villas. Maybe it's not perfect, maybe it not will be perfect. We'll do our best, but I'll start by saying cheers to Cathrine. We are sitting here in front of our first house in Piemonte. Built it in 2007, opened it 2009, and we will explain you a little bit about what the concept is. Cheers, honey.
Cheers.
Of course, the wine is from Piemonte. It's actually from a local producer down the mountain.
The very most local.
Let's talk a little bit, the most local. Let's talk a little bit about what the idea is. We have a boat. We just bought a super nice yacht from Greenline yacht. It's a 40-foot hybrid, and we're gonna live on that boat for 4 months. We started a little bit this year. We'll show you pictures and films. We will come back to that. Our main income now is to have guest concept in Italy. We have 3 houses in Italy. We will show you the houses on YouTube here. Mm-hmm. And we have one at Lake Como. We have one, we're sitting here, the oldest one in Piemonte, in a little town called Roccavarano, between Alba and Aquiterme, midwise between Milan and Monaco. You can Google it, there will be a link. And we have an extra one, 500 meters from here, called Casa nel Bosco, which is the newest one, and that's going to be our income. And when we are not able to be in the houses, we will be on the new boat, and that will be our life. We try to skip the normal day in Denmark with job and everything, and we'll try to make this happen. And we'd like to share it with you guys.
And actually, because we assume we have only this one life, and as we love each other, we'd like to spend as much time together as possible.
Exactly.
So, and we like to do the maintenance of the houses, and maybe we could be some sort of inspiration for all of you guys to
live on a boat, maintain houses, buy a house in Italy, whatever.
Do things differently than you normally do by the classic 9 to 5 thing. So
Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm 52 and have 2 kids of my own, and then I have 2 bonus kids, which Erik is the father of. So we have those 4 kids together, and actually I was educated as a handcraft teacher years ago, and then I had a lamp shop for many years, and I've always been working with interior design and decoration and light setting and all the things that looks nice.
My name is Erik, and I've been a photographer almost all my life. Photographer who is working with all the clients' products. At one point I had with some partners the largest studio in Copenhagen, maybe in Denmark, and we were 14 people, and I got a little bit tired of the business, and I opened some wine bars a few years ago, 2015 in Copenhagen, and that went very well with the concept with the Italian wine. We'll also link to that. And everything was good until the little pandemic hit us, the little corona thing that gave me the stress, because I kept our 52 employees, mostly young people from Italy, so that gave me stress. I also have 2 kids. They are the same age. They're 23 and 25. I'm not divorced, as Cathrine is. My wife, first wife, died in 2013 from cancer, and very quickly after that I met Cathrine, and of course I'm sad about the death of my first wife, but I'm very happy that I met Cathrine.
Me too.
So, very good, thank you. I'm happy about that. Not forgetting the wine. So what we did was we packed the car, sold the apartment in the opposite way. First we sold the apartment, then we packed the car, then we drove to Italy, and now we are living on a boat, and the boat is not located anywhere. Right now it's in Liguria, where it will be kept for the winter, and next spring we're gonna live on that for 4 months, because that's our only apartment / house. And until that, we will maintain and do nice things to our 3 houses, and we're gonna live in the houses. Hopefully, we're gonna have the kids visiting us, family, and everything.
First set is coming on Sunday.
Yes, exactly. We have a holiday next week with the kids. And the channel here is, as we said before, is about living another way of a life, and hopefully be an inspiration. Maybe this experiment will not be good, and then we will tell you about that as well. The channel will be about Italian houses, design, decoration, boating, as they say in America, sailing, as we say in Denmark. I've been sailing sailboat, regattas, all my life. This is my first motor yacht. And we just tell the viewers a little bit about Croatia and how we got the boat and this summer. Then we'll show some pictures as well.
We got it delivered, or had it actually not really delivered because of the summer break. Then they didn't have the time to deliver it in Italy as we agreed on first. But that's another story. So we picked it up in Slovenia, in Portorož, and just like finding the keys, and there wasn't really anyone to hand over the boat, so we had to explore everything by ourselves. But we chose that because otherwise we wouldn't have had the 6 weeks of vacation.
I must say a little thing here. To get not delivered, 750,000 euro yacht without anyone.
Without any introduction.
Without any
whatsoever.
introduction. Only the people from the marine service, the harbor service with the crane, delivered the boat. Not delivered. They put the boat from the truck, from the lolly, to the
bassin, whatever.
The marina, and we had to find the keys and make our way. But this was a part of the deal.
And the fenders and mooring lines and everything. There was nobody. It's just...
If you've been boating, sailing, you know that getting a new boat delivered is a little stressful, and with the people from the harbor, 8 o'clock in the morning, it's a little bit of stress. But we managed, and we found the keys, and sorry to interrupt you, but...
Sorry. Yeah, then we sailed a bit around in Croatia. We had a visit from one of our daughters and her boyfriend, and it was very nice. And so we also found out that it's spacious enough for having guests, and how it worked with everything. Everything was new, so it was very nice, and exploring that area and sailing to Venice, and that was my first time in Venice, so kind of magical to sail into Venice.
It was
in your
very
own
magical
boat.
and also very stressful for the skipper. I can tell you, we can tell you that we're gonna show you some of the houses. They're all 3 of houses, and I'm gonna make a little technical tour on the boat, because I hopefully some of our viewers are interested in boating and in sailing. Also, when we're going to sail the canals, we're going to talk about all this, all this locks and all that. We've seen other YouTube films and channels, and they did it good, but we're going to do it on another way. But we will introduce all the 3 houses and the boat with a little technical episode.
And also all about what we do by helping other people to get fulfilled their dreams about having a house in Italy.
Oh, yeah, that's actually very important.
That's actually a very large thing in our life as well, because if you want a house in Italy, where to start? Who to
Many
contact?
have the dream.
Many dreams, yes, and we know how to do it. Also because Erik been in the game for quite some years, and
15 years.
Me too.
Yeah.
Not quite as long, but we have a lot of experience, nice contacts, a lot of do's and not so many don'ts, actually.
No,
because
the problem is when you have the dream about building a house in Italy, it could be an old ruin like this one, or it could be something else. This is a country house. You have a lot of questions. You have a lot of, there's a lot of mistakes waiting to be done. So we made a little company, this is our 4th or 5th leg, I don't know, where we are trying to help people, Danish people, but also from all other countries, to get started in the right way, so they don't
skip the mistakes.
Skip the mistakes, yes. And we call it My Bare Hands, because my name is Bjorn, and that is bear in English. So, yeah, I have a little problem with spelling, so it's been My Bare Hands. So that's
a big thing, actually. So we have a couple of families at the moment whom we are helping with everything from find out where you want to be, and what's the purpose of the house. Is it only for you and the family? Is it going to be a guest concept? How large, where, and how, and everything. So many questions. And
tomorrow we're going out with a new couple living in Switzerland who wants to buy a house in Italy to restore, and
a rustica.
And I don't think this is so much a rustica. I think it's a lot of things are done, but they need help with, for example, lighting. Cathrine is an expert on the market. I'm, as a photographer, know a lot about lighting, and design and decoration and all that. We help where we can. It's not like it's a total concept, but if you want our help on the issue with your lamps or entrepreneur.
Also, we can do everything about the decoration and everything. We have a lot of contacts. We have been doing this for a long time, so we know what works. Also, if you want to have guests in the house, and what to do and what to don't, and all those things.
But the main thing is, the new life is living in Italian houses, 3 of them, and in the summertime or spring, or 4 months we think it's going to be, we will live on a boat in the French canals. And that we're going to show you a lot more about, and there will be mistakes from all sides. I'm very sure about that, and there will be funny clips and and beautiful French cities we will visit.
Yeah, we're going to do a lot of don'ts.
Yeah.
That's for sure, but...
This little first episode is a kind of introduction to Cathrine and me and what the channel is going to be about. We will show you a lot of pictures of different things, but in the next episode we will go more specific into an issue that can be something about the houses. It can be how to buy a house in Italy, how to do things. But it's going to be mainly the subtitle will be the subtitle will be another way of living.
Yes.
And that's us.
If you have questions, whatever, you know exactly where to put them, and we'll do our very best for finding the best answer for you.
We will link to
you.
emails,
Yes.
and we will link to websites and everything so you can see what we're doing. We hope if you want to see more episodes here that you will press the little subscribe button, the like and share and everything. YouTubers, I've been involved in another channel. The YouTubers, Brett, is the subscribers and the follows and the likes and
the
everything.
Comments. And
without that,
everything.
we are nothing. So I hope you will help us both
to build up. Also, if you have some ideas, what you would like to know more about, when you see something about our houses, if you want to know more or
that's
whatever.
a good idea. That's a good idea. Tell us if you want to know how to build a swimming pool on a mountainside. Tell us how. Why we chose that boat we have chosen. Ask us about anything you want, and maybe that will come on an episode. We hope this will be the senior another way of living, because there's so many young people and they are doing very good on YouTube. We'll do our very best, and
it's for adults.
It's also for young people. Hope to see you soon again. We will mix this up, and we'll soon be back. Thank you for watching, and have a good evening or day or whatever.
See you.